All right, everybody. Good morning. Hope you guys had an awesome end of week. I know I did. It was a very good day today. We were in and out in about 45 minutes this morning from market open to about 10:15, and we were done. So I'm going to walk through every trade we took today. It was a very, very good day. You can see right here, PAPL was the showstopper. SGBX and BTAI also did fairly well there. But I want to break down all of it for you so you can do it too. So let's go and dive right into it. Now, I'll start by looking at BTAI. This was on last night's watch list, and this was a very, very good look today. So this was on last night's watch list, and I did pretty well on it today. And I was watching for the break of 4. I'll show you the watch list here. It was posted up last night. Now, this one was pretty good. Now, we had to watch it. Oh, I done broke my screen here. Hold on. So we had to watch it over 4 because if you look at the daily time frame here, let me get my pen tool for you. We had the 200 moving average stacked overhead, which means, guess what? We have a lack of range here until we get going over 4. Now, the one thing we did have, though, working in our favor is all this consolidation through here. Of course, consolidation. Again, what happens before the breakout? Way more important than what happens after the breakout or on the breakout itself. So big consolidation beneath this price level adds this level of support. So once it breaks, you have a bit of a volume shelf there to act as support, and you also have the 200 moving average here at 4 as well. So the break of 4 was extremely key here. Of course, we had room to 5 and 550 on the daily time frame. So this thing looked pretty good. I will say, though, looking back, or I guess not even looking back, but in the moment, this thing traded very bad. I mean, it was very bad price action. Now, still traded it very well. And you'll see the same thing on PAPL today too, where PAPL actually was extremely fruitful today. Great opportunities all morning. I got 9 plays on it. I had 3 on this, but I had 9 plays on PAPL. Now, BTAI here pulls back. Again, you can see the $4 level right here where it breaks out. Now, we pull back lower high with this nice top bottom here. Big wicks off the lows. So price pulls back, gets bought back up off these lows again off of VWAP. So I take it here, risking off of VWAP off these past lows. I do pretty well here. You can see I take it here off this pullback. And I nav it from about 390 to about 406. You see I'm playing it back up into these previous highs. We know we have sellers sitting overhead based on this wick off the high, so a clear way to, again, take profits. Now, again, price pulls back, knifes underneath VWAP, and does what? Grabs liquidity underneath VWAP. Again, you can see this massive wick off the low again, so I take a re-entry for the reversal back higher. Because, again, we have higher low, and it keeps on grabbing liquidity underneath VWAP and then rocketing back to the upside. So it does the same thing again, grabs liquidity, take the pullback entry again, get the move again, back to the upside. Played again from 396 to about 410. I'm very happy with this because, again, we have this clear range to trade through here, clear range overhead to take some profits, beautifully done. At this point, though, we have this massive double top off the high. I know we have to first look for that to break before I can really do anything else here. So then I'm watching for the break of 419. Price breaks. I'll wait for it to pull back, confirm. I see it pull back. This candle gets bought back up. I take the entry, and again, capture a nice move here from 425 to about 440. Now, very short-lived move, as you can see here, per my system. Once a candle breaks out and instantly rejects back beneath the past 1-minute high, again, I've got to take my exit. Was able to lock in that profit before the massive knife, and overall traded this very well. So that was that on BTAI. PAPL was a much better setup today. A whole lot of volume, a whole lot of opportunity. Just really a fun setup here. Now, one thing to note here on PAPL. This thing makes a massive move here this morning, up through VWAP, crushes up through 450, and I'm watching it into this halt. You can see here, price actually halts, and it's hard to see where it halted here because there's no real gap in the candle, but I believe it halted here over the highs over $4. Or no, it actually locked into a halt up here. It locked into a halt right here. Then it resumes, it pulls back, and then it goes to new highs. And so at that point, I'm watching for pullbacks off of VWAP for the range up to the new high because we had room here to about $5. So a few things to note here. Again, this pullback off of VWAP was what I was really looking for here, and we ended up putting in place a nice range. I missed the entry here, but I still played it very well. I don't think I had any losses on this. I played it very well here. But to recap, we break out of the halt here. We resume in a strong way. Again, watching for a strong resumption and look for a bit of a dip and rip. And it just rips, tests $5, and then begins to pull back off of VWAP. As it pulls back, it's getting bought back up. I take a little pullback entry for the range back up into the high. And then we form this double top off the high here. So you can see right here, big double top formed here off this high. And so now we know this is an area of supply overhead. This is an area of resistance, we can call it, an area of sellers overhead. So this is an area of now supply, whereas to the lows here, take a look, price pulls back, big wick off the low. This becomes an area of demand. So it puts in place what we call a range. I know my handwriting is beautiful with the mouse here. So put in place this range here to trade. And this is where it gets really fun because now we know where our safe play area is in this room from $4 to $5. You've got a whole dollar range here to trade. It's beautiful. And so as price is confirming off the bottom of its range, nab the pullback, sell up in strength. Again, nab the pullback, sell up in strength again. playing up at top of its range. Again, confirms out of the range over VWAP. Take a re-entry over VWAP, back up into supply, take full profit. Again, scalp off these lows off VWAP again, take profit back up. Just rinse and repeat in this range. This is my most profitable setup. Stocks in a range like this are so easy to trade. Now check this out. Consolidation through this range. Again, consolidation made this breakout a really nice breakout for me here. Because again, what happens before the breakout is more important than the breakout itself. And the stock with consolidation prior to the breakout is always going to follow through much greater than the stock with no consolidation. Now, did this really follow through a whole lot? It did not. It actually chopped around a good bit, but you still had some great opportunities here because of this consolidation area to act as defined risk. And so I took it here from about 498. You can see on the first entry, 498, about 520. Found a seller off the high. Took it off the pullback again at 498. Sold back up into the high at 520. So I sort of rinsed and repeat there. Once we found this double top off the high, though, and rejected, I went ahead and cut it for a full profit. And moved on from this. This thing was nice, though. And again, these ranges here are really where that money is going to be made. Nice defined risk, defined reward, defined range. That really is that's like the creme de, what's the saying? The creme de la creme, the best setups you're going to find. So just super happy with that, man. Really good day today. You guys crushed it today. Looking at chat today, you guys freaking crushed it. And I would expect nothing less from you guys. Today was amazing. So hopefully you guys crushed it today as well. Again, PAPL, picture perfect, literally Picasso setup there. Wait for the stock to put in place a range. Don't go chasing out of the halt. Look for these nice pullbacks. Wait for price to confirm, and then just go out and crush it. So today was amazing. Hopefully you guys did awesome. If you learned something from this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button for daily content just like this. And of course, as always, make sure to claim your 7-day free trial to watch me trade these things in real time every single day and get watch list, alerts, education, chat room access, and so much more. Link is down in the description below, and I will see y'all there.